Hi, Laura. Happy Friday.
Hey, everybody who's a Monday through Friday, they made it. Last day of the work week. There's some pretty big changes across the Northeast here in the last 24 hours. We had a cold front blast through the area, but provided some showery weather, especially a little bit farther to the north into parts of New England. But boy, did it turn breezy yesterday. Amy, did you hear it howling last night?
I heard it howling last night on the way to work this morning. There were construction signs all down. It was pretty wild.
This is one of those days where you just hold on to the steering wheel tight.
Yes.
Crosswinds, you got to watch out for that. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about wind-wise today, I think we've taken things down a little notch from what they saw to our west yesterday. But for this particular graphic, anybody who is in, and I'm going to use my pencil here. I love pencil, by the way. Anybody here who's in the darker purple, that's the area where we could see some of the stronger wind gusts. So above 40 miles an hour is a possibility. You know, we're like downwind of the lakes here, more or less, and into parts of the Alleghenies. And then you get into the overall purple, lighter purple shade, and we're talking widespread 30-plus gusts. Could be a few above 35. So again, I think I mentioned earlier, this is one of those days where if you're like, I'm going to be productive on a Friday, I'm going to go rake my leaves, they're all going to end up in the neighbor's yard. So Sunday might be a better day for that. Saturday's still breezy. Not quite as bad as today, and then Sunday looks warmer and overall nicer. So the other story weather-wise is the rain in the northwest, and it's really coming down here. Quileute, Washington, yesterday for a 24-hour total had 4 inches of rain. I think over the Olympic Peninsula, over in this general area, so west of Seattle, they're going to see some incredibly high rainfall totals. But even in Seattle, I just looked at SeaTac airport observations, and they've seen a ½ inch of rain in the past 4 hours, and it's still coming down there. Notice you don't see a lot of blue. Snow level's pretty high today, probably above 6,000-7,000 feet as we go into this afternoon. So it's above the passes. Traveling the passes, you don't have to worry about that. Snow, this is just one in a series of storm systems. So this one isn't going to make a huge push to the south and southeast just yet. So today, generally in the area you see shaded on that map. Now, it becomes a little bit more interesting into Sunday. This jet stream is going to dig its way to the south, all the way into parts of Southern California and Nevada. So what that's going to do is pull down some moisture, also pull down some cooler air. So it's at that point we'll start to talk about the snow levels coming down. So this is good news. California needs the rain. The Sierra Nevada mountains need the snow. So into Sunday and Sunday night, we'll see the snow level starting to fall. In some cases, dropping, below 3,000-4,000 feet, especially as we look a little bit farther to the north. I know this map cuts off a little bit, but I mentioned those snow levels in parts of Washington state today, 6,000-7,000 feet. They're going to start dropping. Could get down 2,000-3,000 feet to the north there. And then, of course, the Sierra Nevadas pick up some snow Sunday into Sunday night. And your Wasatch Range, the Colorado Rockies are all going to get in on this storm system as it slowly pushes its way eastward. But a pretty active setup for the western United States. We've got a couple more of these storm systems on the way. So as tough as it is to drive in some of the snow as the snow levels drop, I think this is great news for some of the ski resorts that had a relatively rough time last
that's
year.
What I was thinking. The ski resorts might be liking some of this.
I would say exactly that. And like I said, first it's going to impact the Sierra Nevada range, and then it's slowly going to move its way to the east. The Bitterroots will get in on a little bit of this as well. And then there are a couple more systems coming in behind it. So pretty active here. As far as the weekend goes for the center of the country, looking relatively quiet. And we'll start to bump those temperatures up just a little bit.
All right, Laura, thanks so much for updating our Periscope audience today.
Sure
you can
thing,
always
guys.
Follow us on Twitter at Breaking Weather for breaking weather updates. The wind levels and everything will be there as well. So, all right, thanks so much.
Everybody have a good weekend.